Alright guys, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about some things in Arsenal that only 1% of Arsenal players know about. Now, it's probably really not 1% of players. It's probably a lot more of you guys, but a lot of these things I think a lot of people really don't know about, and even I didn't know about some of these things as well, so I thought it'd be cool to make a video on this and talk about some of the unknown things about Arsenal. But anyways, before we get into the things that people don't know about, make sure to go ahead and drop a like on this video and subscribe if you're new to my channel, because it really helps me out and my channel's dying, man, please. Alright, so first off, we're going to talk about some skins and some things that 1% of people, or, you know, a lot of you guys may have not known about. The first thing we're going to be talking about is the Verbal Ace skin. Now, Verbal Ace is a musician, I guess he does beatboxing and other types of things, and Mighty is a really big fan of him, and he actually got the skin into the game, which is a delinquent variant, but it's called Verbal Ace. I think there was some controversy on the skin, or at least there was confused people over this skin a long time ago because people thought it was a different name, and it was just a whole crazy thing, but Mighty eventually explained on stream one day that this is actually a skin that was made for his favorite musician, or one of his favorite musicians, Verbal Ace, and that's how it got added into the game. The next skin that you may have not known about is the Holiday Castler skin. Now, if you don't know, there is a Castler skin. Castlers is a developer for Rolv, and he's done a lot of things for Arsenal, and he actually has a holiday variant of his skin, and I think he's shown this in videos, or, you know, he's just played with it and people have seen it, but there is a Holiday Castler skin, and it's really cool that Castlers just has this really iconic skin that a lot of people love, and he made a holiday variant of it. The next skin that I want to talk about is the Froggy skin. So the Froggy skin that we all know and love, that came from that event where you had to help a frog out, well, that skin, it's all cute and stuff, but did you know it used to not be very cute, and it used to look like this? He used to be a little bit more angry, and he's nicer now, and everyone loves him now, so that's good that they changed him. Which also, I forgot to mention that the Froggy event was actually going to be a boss fight, but they later changed it into the shooting range thing that we know and love today. But originally, it was going to be a boss fight with this scary Froggy man. Speaking of the Froggy skin, did you know you can actually get an unusual of the Froggy skin if you get the train to run over the frog? And I think originally a lot of people were having the struggle of getting the frog ran over by the train. Like, there's a lot of memes and screenshots of it, and people were upset because I kept getting the frog ran over by the train, but they actually made it a thing where if you do get that to happen, you get the Froggy skin, but you get an unusual variant of it, which is really cool. And now it seems like it's impossible to actually get the frog to get run over by the train, but there is a Froggy unusual skin if you didn't know, and it's pretty cool. Now, this next thing is something that I didn't even really know about until recently, but Arsenal was actually released in 2015. I always thought it came out in 2018, but no, it was actually released back in 2015, and the game has gone through many major changes. The reason I guess I thought Arsenal came out in 2018 is because 2018 is when they did one of the biggest updates for Arsenal, which made it turn into the game that we pretty much know and love now. Originally, though, it was made in 2015, and it was heavily based off of Rolv's other game, Counterblox, so the weapons and the skins and a lot of things in the game, even the maps, were pretty much just based off of Counterblox. Originally, all the skins that we know and love now actually had some OG skins, so here's a screenshot of all of the OG Arsenal skins, which is really cool. Even the delinquent that we have now, he looks completely different. Now, you can actually get this throwback delinquent in the game, or you were able to for quite some time, but they removed it, so you can still play as this if you did get the throwback delinquent when they released it. These were the OG skins, and even Mighty had an OG Arsenal skin, as you can see here. The next thing that I thought that's actually really cool is that there's a Kill Brick developer skin in the game. Now, this skin is literally, when you wear it, you're just a floating red brick, but what's cool about it is when you run up to a player and you touch them with yourself, that player actually dies. Now, I know that this is how this works because I was in the Arsenal CTE testing with some of the developers, and I forgot who, but one of them had the skin on, ran up to me, touched me, and I instantly died. So Kill Brick skin is terrifying. Now, the next thing is something you guys might know about because it is more of a recent thing, and I made a whole video dedicated on this, but there's actually a skin that only one person in Arsenal has, which I don't even know who that person is, but it is the Seg with Drip skin. Now, this was just a random code that Midnight Crystal dropped on Twitter one day, and one lucky person redeemed it and got the Seg with Drip skin. So this is now the rarest Arsenal skin in the game among players. Obviously, the dev skins are still more rare than this because only the devs can get those, but this is the rarest player skin. Now, this one's pretty cool, but did you know that the monkey event that happened about 2 months ago was originally made to catch exploiters? this. Yeah, this is pretty interesting. So the whole entire monkey event with the monkey shop and the collecting bananas and all that, originally this whole thing was to catch exploiters. So I guess what happened was people were able to hack in the monkey skin. So Rolv actually made a thing where hackers could hack in the monkey skin, but they would have this banana unusual effect on it. Now, some people thought that this was a new monkey skin variant with this banana unusual, but no, the banana unusual, even though it was cool, it was literally a marker to track down hackers that had it. So Rolv can easily find people that were hacking in the monkey skin and ban them. And they pretty much hit a button that banned a lot of these people that hacked in the monkey skin, and I think some people even hacked it in on their main accounts, which was really stupid. But the whole monkey shop event was originally just to catch and ban exploiters, and then later they actually decided to make it an event for the players to get some cool new skins. There's also some other cool unusual effects in the game that are pretty exclusive and that I've actually never seen as well, but there's some like Vaporwave, Garcelo, and the Red Panda. Now this one a lot of people probably already know about, but if you didn't, then this might be something interesting to you. But there is an Arsenal murder styled game. No one really plays it anymore, but it still has a decently active player base, and there's a couple hundred people on it every day. It doesn't have enough in it for people to keep coming back and to keep playing it, but it was a lot of fun for the time that it lasted. And you know, if you're into these murder styled games, then you should go check it out because there's still a decent amount of people on it, and I think it still has a pretty decent community on it. So go check it out. It's a really fun game. Did you know that there's been various game modes that were made but also completely removed from Arsenal? Some of these game modes are bows only, which was actually a troll mode made for John Roblox, and there's also a game mode called All Weapons. Now, All Weapons was actually probably the rarest mode out of all of these. This mode was only in the game for I think a day or maybe even only a couple hours, but I was able to actually play it when it was out in VIP servers for a bit, and I made a whole video on it. Pretty much this mode had all the weapons in Arsenal, and you just try to see how many kills you could get in about, I think, 5 to 10 minutes. I don't remember how long the time limit was, but it was a really fun mode and I really enjoyed it, and I wish they kept it in the game as like an actual mode, and hopefully I'll make a return one day. The next thing that's pretty cool is that Arsenal actually has multiple soundtracks that were made for the game, and these are featured in the trailers, the emotes, and also for one of the game modes. Do you know which game mode it is? That's right, Clown Infection. One of the Arsenal developers, Campy, makes a bunch of sound effects and music and stuff for the game. He's really talented. He even made some of my stream sound effects, so big thank you to him for doing that. But yeah, he makes some awesome sound effects and music and things for Rolv. Did you know that double jumping with the golden knife was actually a feature added later on into the game? Yeah, back in the day, you couldn't actually double jump with the golden knife. You had to run up to people and knife them. You couldn't double jump and make your way around the map. You were pretty much even more useless back then with the golden knife, which is crazy to think that there wasn't double jumping for the longest time. Double jumping for the golden knife wasn't actually introduced into the game until the July 2019 update. Another thing that I completely forgot about, but I kind of remember thinking back on it when I played Arsenal originally, is that there used to be fall damage in Arsenal. Now, this was removed in the original summer update, but before that, you could actually fall from a really insane height and take fall damage. Now, I know vote kicking is coming soon to Arsenal, but did you know that vote kicking was actually in Arsenal a couple years ago? So back in the original 2019 summer update, they actually added vote kicking in this update. However, it only lasted for a couple hours, and then they actually removed it that same exact day. Vote kicking didn't really spend a lot of time in Arsenal, but it was there for a couple hours, and I do kind of remember it when this update came out. Now, Arsenal used to have a Kriegel pistol, but there also used to be a golden Kriegel pistol that was exclusive to the developers and one-tap players, which is pretty OP. The next thing is that there's actually various weapons that have been added to Arsenal's standard mode and removed shortly later. A lot of these weapons I've never even seen or knew that they were weapons, and I could be wrong. Maybe they weren't in standard mode and maybe they were in other things, but here's some of them for you. There is the bomb that's in Brick Battle. I do remember that being in the rotation for a very short time. Thankfully, it got removed. There was this poison potion, don't really remember that. There's a rocket jumper, don't remember this one as well. And originally, since Arsenal was based off of CBRO, for the longest time it had all of the CBRO weapons in it, and it worked pretty much like CBRO, but eventually Arsenal became its own game, so they removed all of these and added new weapons and new weapon models into the game. Now, the final thing for this video is that there used to actually be chickens in some Arsenal maps. I remember there were chickens when I played Arsenal. I forgot what maps exactly there were. I think maps like Dust 2 and some of the CBRO/CSGO maps had the chickens in them. But what was funny is in the 2019 egg hunt, they actually made the chickens a way to summon a boss named Cluckling for the 2019 egg hunt. So pretty much what you did was you killed these chickens, the boss spawned in, and then you would have to fight the boss with the server. And once the boss was dead, then he would drop a bunch of eggs, and then once you were to pick up an egg, it would get added into your inventory, and you got that egg for the 2019 egg hunt. I know there was a lot of things that I talked about in this video, and hopefully these things interested you guys, and let me know down in the comments below which one of these things that you knew about, or if you didn't know about any of these things, and also drop a like on this video and comment if you want to see another video like this in the future. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you did, make sure to go ahead and drop a like on it and subscribe for some more videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So, goodbye.